Hey tubes, Jonathan was wrong here, Tooth and Budget. Just something real quick, because it's driving me nuts. So, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I was a butcher for like 15 years. And I know about proper sanitary glove use, because, butcher. You see now, you see these people with their, 3 masks and, gloves on and stuff. Those gloves that they're wearing are filthy. They're wearing those gloves for way too long and they're touching everything. And since they think it's safe because they're wearing gloves, they're touching disgusting stuff and then they're touching everything else. Like all these people, they think that they're protecting themselves by wearing gloves, but no, they're touching stuff that they wouldn't normally touch. And then they're touching their clothes, they're touching their cell phone. They're touching their glasses, their face, everything else. They're touching everything else that they would normally touch with their unprotected hands. And I mean, think about it. You're basically taking a filthy mop and you're rubbing it all over everything you own, inside your car or whatever. I'll see them that they're filthy gloves hanging off their hand, black tip, filthy, disgusting looking gloves, and then they'll hand you a credit card, and it's like they don't, like I said, it's not something I guess a normal person would think about, but proper sanitary glove use is very important because let's go back to me being a butcher. Say I'm cutting a pork roast, all right? I don't keep those gloves on and start handling beef or, lamb or even chicken, No. I mean, technically I could handle beef and then handle chicken, but even then I don't do it. I would anytime I'm handling something else, even if I'm, or picking up a box, grabbing a utensil, I'm taking my gloves off and then I'm putting on a new pair of gloves. That's how you have to do it. You are constantly changing your gloves. If you're wearing gloves, you're constantly changing them. And that's how you properly wear gloves. And, if you're trying to be sanitary, if you're just trying to, protect yourself from grease or whatever, then that's a totally different thing. But also if you've got greasy gloves on, you expect anything you touch to get covered in grease. But, I'm prone to repeating myself, but these people don't understand that they got these filthy, dirty mop water, gloves on. They've been scrubbing the toilet and then they're touching everything in the house, So, I don't know. If you know anyone who just doesn't know what they're doing with gloves, which is way too many people, remind them of how gloves work. I know anyone else, in any sort of food service, real food service, not fast food. That's not food service. Sorry, it's hard work, but it's not food service. But anyway, it's about it. Just something that drives me absolutely nuts and is really really dumb. It's a dumb thing to do. So, rather than calling these people stupid, let's try to educate them and be like, hey, you need to throw that. You see the pair of gloves on you have right now? Those are filthy and disgusting. Like you're touching everything in your car. You're touching your cell phone. You're touching everything everywhere. Like the filth on those gloves is getting on everything you're touching right now. You currently protecting your hands maybe is not, protecting your environment. Your personal environment, not the environment. Your personal living space is being contaminated by those filthy gloves you're wearing. So, cut it out. Let people know to stop doing that. It's not how you use gloves. That's why they come in a big box and there's 80 to 100 gloves in there. Because you're going to use several pairs of gloves. Anyway, I'm totally not at work. Wink, wink. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day and God bless you.